you said you were 63?
4.
64. Okay, my dad's 63, and I was out to dinner with him recently, and he said it's only a symptom of the past 5 or so years. He's been wrestling a little bit more with mortality. It's making him reflect on his life, thinking what he would have done differently. And I think that it's really altering his perspective. He's never mentioned this to me before, but he said it's only like a product of around this age.
Yeah.
I'm curious if this is something that you started thinking about recently. And if so, what does it look like when you're wrestling with mortality?
For us, it's not been like regret. I'm not looking back going, oh, I screwed that up, because I did screw up a lot of stuff in my life. But I don't want to go back and do it again. It's been a good ride. I'm fine. But the going forward is you start counting your days. You go. And so my wife and I have adopted a saying. Someone calls us up and wants to do something, we go, why wouldn't I? we don't say no to a lot. We just go do it. Whatever. Why wouldn't I? We're going on a cruise. All right, let's go. We're flying to Croatia. All right, I'm in. Let's go. And so whatever. Or we've been learning to play golf together for the last 5 years, and so we're finally getting tolerable at the stupid sport. And
what's your best round?
78.
78?
Wow. Yeah,
you're hiring coaches, huh?
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of coaches. Yeah. To get rid of,
you destroy me. Destroy
to play
me.
golf with this body, you have to have coaching. Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
fantastic.
78
that's not average. You said my best ever.
Well, that's still phenomenal.
What's your average?
My best ever is 100.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so we're learning to play. So anyway, she's playing with these clubs, and 2 or 3 of her friends are playing with these clubs, and they're like, whatever. And I said, well, let's get the guy over here and have a professional fit you in a set of clubs and get you some real, much better golf clubs. You're going to get rid of these Walmart things. And she's like, why wouldn't I? It doesn't matter what it costs. It's an irrelevant amount of money in our world today. I'm not bragging, but I mean, what else am I going to spend it on with this many years left, to your point, to your question? And so, I'm 65, so 85, 95. I mean, and what part of that is debilitating health. I'm not able to do stuff. So, hey, we're going to Scotland and play golf for 13 days. Y'all want to go? Why wouldn't I?
At what point in your life do you think it's healthy to adopt that why wouldn't I framework?
When you can afford it. The problem is when you're 26 and you're broke and you go, why wouldn't I? And it's like, and you're financing out your ears, and then, that's why you wouldn't. I can tell you why you wouldn't. But in this case, we have the money. It's an irrelevant amount of money compared to the overall situation as a percentage of net worth or percentage of income. And whatever the thing is, if it's a luxury item or a generosity item, we're looking over, we could give that to that situation, and why wouldn't I?
What percentage do you look at where you just say to yourself, it doesn't matter? Is it 1%, 5%, 0.1?
No, we ask ourselves the question, if we take that much money and burn it in the middle of the floor, will our life change? And so if it changes our life, then that's a high percentage of your net worth, or too high a percentage of your net worth. I'm not talking about gives you indigestion. I'm not talking about makes you sad. That would, if you burn money in the middle of the floor, either one of those would occur, right? But the point is that what happens is when you strain and struggle and fight and scratch and claw through this thing of building a business and building wealth, sometimes you never learn to let go and be generous to others and to yourself, to enjoy some of it. But it's not 80%. I'm not putting 80% of my money on something. I'm leaving an inheritance to my children's children. That's a biblical thing for me. I want to do that. And so, I want to change my family tree, and I have, assuming I don't do something extremely stupid in the next 20 years, but going on a cruise is not going to do that, or, catching a plane to Scotland's not going to do that, or giving $1 million to something's not going to do that. I mean, these buildings are worth $650 million, so I'm probably okay, so that kind of thing. So I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, you asked, it's a ratio thing for me. Does it, have I got too much tied up in stupid, in consumption or in generosity to the point that I'm harming the nest egg, that I'm harming the mothership? And that's what I'm always asking myself, because I think I, as a Christian, I want to be responsible before God for managing His money. And He says, take care of your own household first, or you're worse than an unbeliever. So I'd take care of my wife. She put up with this stuff for 43 years. I mean, she deserves some golf clubs. Hello. I mean, so, that kind of thing. So that's there. And then I want to leave it. A godly man leaves an inheritance to his children. I want to do that. God loves a cheerful giver. So I want to be outrageously generous. So those are the three guiding scriptures that keep me in line and managing his money in a way that I get to have an incredible life and I get to be a blessing to others too.
For young people today, where do you see the biggest opportunities for them?
I truly believe this, and I think I've got good basis for the belief that today in the United States of America at this moment, with all the political hoopla, this moment in time in our economy as it is structured at this moment and the way things move at this moment is the best possible time to be alive in the history of the human race. If you want to build wealth, if you want to become somebody, if you want to go do something. I've got so many Gen Zs on this team. And the thing I have learned about the Gen Zs and millennials is that they've grown up with this thing in their hand that answers any question that they want answered instantaneously. They've got information of the entire world in their palm. They can push a button and stuff shows up on your front porch in a few hours. It's the weirdest thing. It's like having a magic wand. And what that has done for those of you that have this native, that you've had this your entire, adult lives or semi-adult lives, you've had this at your access. You can stop, you can get an app to do anything, is you have a built-in, if you let it function, a built-in abundance mentality. Because this thing says anything's possible. Bing! Because anything's possible. That's an abundance mentality. And if you will tap into that instead of believing these horrible philosophies that are floating around about, the economy is systemically flawed and you're screwed. And boomers bought their houses with a basket of strawberries and now you can't buy. If you don't quit believing all that crap and instead go, God, anything's possible. Go do something. It was a lot harder to be Bill Gates or Michael Dell in their garage than it would be today. I mean, you think you start a digital application of something, you can go to market with it for free. Doesn't cost anything. You don't even have to know how to write code now. AI will do it. I mean, an idiot like me can write code now. I've never written a line of code in my life, but I can open up ChatGPT and have a website in a few hours that's really nice. And if I don't know how to run a store, I'll put Shopify on there until I learn how to run a store. And it costs me nothing. And all of a sudden, my ideas are in the marketplace, and the marketplace can talk back to me and say, your idea sucks, so adjust it, iterate it. And you can iterate it quickly and easily because it's not an analog product, it's a digital product. It's the best time ever to make money. I mean, you can go make money just like I've never seen anything like this. We actually had to have brick and mortar analog. I had VHS tapes, for God's sakes, I was selling. I carried books around the trunk of my car. There was no internet. And God, man, if you could just touch a button and it goes automatically to a warehouse that I don't own and they fulfill it for me and and my book goes out there and oh, by the way, I wrote that book in about a fourth the time. And if you actually want to go crazy, AI will probably do your audio version and it'll sound just like you. The last book I did, we almost used AI to do the audio book because it was about 94% perfect.
Wow.
And we decided the edit to clean up the other 6% was too much. It was easier for me to sit down and do the 16 hours to record it. But dude, that's probably the last one I'll ever record. The next audio book that Dave Ramsey does will probably sound a lot like Dave Ramsey.
If you've ever been denied a car loan, credit card, or even an apartment because of what's on your credit report, you are not alone. Most people don't even know what's hurting their credit score, let alone how to fix it. That is exactly where our sponsor DisputeBeast comes in. It's an AI-powered platform that helps you find and remove outdated or inaccurate items from your credit report fast.
We're talking things like late payments, old accounts and collections, or even accounts that don't belong to you. Not to mention, how it works is super easy. You connect your credit report and DisputeBeast scans it for negative marks that could be dragging down your score. Then it generates custom dispute letters tailored for your situation, no templates and no guesswork.
You could choose to just download the data and send it to the agencies yourself, or you can use their built-in mail service where they will literally handle everything for you.
It's honestly just really clean and simple to use, and it's built by experts.
So if you're ready to take back control of your credit, go to disputebeast.com/ICH today. There's also a link down below in the description, disputebeast.com/ICH. Guys, guys. They will literally handle everything for you. If you're dissatisfied with your credit, they will do all of the research, let you know what's going wrong, and they will fight for you. DisputeBeast.com/ICH. Thank you so much to DisputeBeast for sponsoring this clip.